It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. In light of everything that's been going on, I thought I'd go back and listen to some J. Cole that I've not heard because personally, I like J. Cole a lot. I actually think he's one of the best. And it's kind of crazy that I say that because I've not heard the majority of his catalog, but the little bit that I have, I just know style wise, the way that he puts it together, his rapping, his knowledge, his approach, like just all of it is literally top tier. And I think that he's gonna be one of the best that's ever done it. So I wanted to go back and listen to some things since we ain't getting no response, at least not yet. I'm hoping that at least a couple of shots are thrown in a song on his album. We'll see what happens, but I don't think we're gonna get like a direct diss track drop as much as I would love to see that. So I went back and I found Everybody Dies, which I want to say is him not really taking shots at anyone specific, but just kind of being like, yo, you can't F with me, from what I understand, because I saw a clip of this on Twitter before. And so I figured, you know what? Let's get into the whole thing. Let's see what it's all about. So let's see what that man's cooking with.
Yeah, we back in Muhammad crib, nigga, top floor. The back room with just the one little small window, nigga. The light be coming through it in the morning. Old ass walls and shit. But it's just like I remember. Just like I wanted it. Yeah, I'm working. Yeah, I'm working, nigga. Look. It's the return of the Mr. Burn suckers, not herpes infested, just perfectly blessed with a style that you can't F with. Protection recommended, cause code a definition of a weapon that can end it.
I love when people structure their raps like that, was like just blessed with like it's like he doesn't just do a bar as like a sentence, so to speak. Like it's not like from beginning to end a complete statement. It kind of rolls into the next line, and I always like when people do that.
No mass destruction when I mash the button. I take your favorite major rapper, left from independent, crying in the corner, cause I ain't in the sorta, kinda dissing niggas. I'm borderline addicted to slaughter. Line up niggas in order of who you think can really fuck with me most. Then I tuck the heat close. If he don't duck, then he ghost. Ain't no need for discussion if they won't talk about the bread. These motherfuckers be toast. Clap at the fake deep rappers, the OG gatekeep rappers. The would you take a break, please, rappers? Bunch of words and ain't saying shit. I hate these rappers, especially the immature 8-week rappers, lil whatever.
See, I like that whole sequence right there. Some people don't like when someone ends each bar with the same rhyme. So obviously he said rappers over and over and over, but if you listen, there's so much substance that comes before it in every bar, and he's hitting other multi-syllables on top of just the rapper. Like he's not just rhyming rapper. And I feel like that more so comes from like an average rap fan who doesn't completely understand what's being done there. Now, I can't argue if you don't like the way it sounds, if you think that it just doesn't sound appealing to you, I can't argue with that because that's subjective. The way that you perceive it, the audible pleasing, what do I want to say? Like how audibly pleasing it is to you, that is a whole nother story. I can't really argue with that. But as far as what he's doing technically, it's extremely sound.
Keep rappers, would you?
Let me go back a little bit more.
Don't duck, then he ghost. Ain't no need for discussion if they won't talk about the bread. These motherfuckers be told.
Just listen.
Clap at the fake deep rappers, the OG gatekeep rappers. The would you take a break, please, rappers? Bunch of words and ain't saying shit. I hate these rappers, especially the immature 8-week rappers, lil whatever. Just another short bus in the sorta, kinda dissing.
Well, listen, we rewound it. I just wanted to hear it again. I accidentally hit a key on my keyboard.
Niggas, I'm borderline addicted to slaughter. Line up niggas in order of who you think can really fuck with me most. Then I tuck the heat close. If he don't duck, then he ghost. Ain't no need for discussion if they won't talk about the bread. These motherfuckers be toast. Clap at the fake deep rappers, the OG gatekeep rappers. The would you take a break, please, rappers? Bunch of words and ain't saying shit. I hate these rappers, especially the immature 8-week rappers, lil whatever. Just another short bus rapper. Fake drug dealers turned tour bus trappers. Napoleon complex, you this tall rappers. Get exposed standing next to 6'4" rappers. The streets don't fuck with.
I feel like that's a shot at me too. Listen, what's wrong with not being 6'4"? You know what I'm saying? I'm a tall 5'7". Okay, I'm a tall 5'7". All right, that's all. I feel like average is not 5'9". Average is like 5'7", 6". You know what I'm saying? I'm obviously just messing around. But yo, that's just a shot. That shit hit me in the, you know what I mean? Come on, man. J. Cole, stop playing with me.
Fake drug dealers turned tour bus trappers. Napoleon complex, you this tall rappers. Get exposed standing next to 6'4" rappers. The streets don't fuck with you, you pitchfork rappers. Chosen by the white man, you hip store rappers. I reload the clip, then I hit more rappers with that. Straight shitting on these piss poor rappers, I'm back.
See, that was actually, I didn't realize the sequence went that long with the rappers at the end, but he changed up the internal rhyme and the, well, I wouldn't say internal rhyme, but the lead up rhyme to rappers. Like it started with Gatekeep, 8 Week, then it went to Piss Poor, Hip Store. Like there was a lot of stuff that was going on with that. And I feel like it was extremely well done.
Never knew a nigga that was better. Revenue, I'm good at getting cheddar. Reminisce on days I didn't eat. If it's meant to be, then it'll be. If it's not, then fuck it, I'ma try. Ain't no need to ask the father, why no? Cause one day everybody gotta die. One day everybody gotta die. Oh. One day everybody gotta die. One day everybody gotta die, my nigga. My nigga.
This was dope. Yeah, this was dope. I don't think there's any more to it. So just to break down my opinion on the whole Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, like the whole situation, why I think J. Cole is so dangerous without having, I've never really heard a diss track. I don't know if he's put out a direct diss track to anybody ever, but there is that. Okay, we're actually going to react to something else. It'll come out this week. I don't know if this will come first or not, but it's kind of like a low-key diss track to Kanye, apparently. I've never heard it before, so I'm going to check that out. So without having heard that, I as of right now, I've not heard him actually direct a diss track, but he's got such a strong vocabulary, and the way that he raps and stuff, it leads to him potentially being a really good like diss track rapper if he wanted to be. Like if he wanted to drop disses and stuff. The structure, the way that he does it is very straightforward. It's very pronunciated and clear what he's saying and stuff like that. And so with the good vocab, like he could just paint a picture for you. And to me, that is one of the best parts of diss tracks. I know some people are like, yo, I want a complex double, triple entendre bar. And that shit is dope. Like Kendrick did some dope shit in his diss to them and some things that I didn't even catch at the time because not even so much that it went over my head, but I mean, I guess in the sense that I didn't know like the entirety of the topic surrounding each bar that he said, right? Like without having the information, there was no possible way for me to catch some of the bars because I don't know everything about rap. I have a niche understanding in different areas in rap that I've listened to and I've been interested in and stuff like that. So there were certain things that I may have missed because of that, right? But otherwise, I feel like it was a dope diss, and I do enjoy when people do stuff like that where it has a couple meanings to it, and I think that it hits. But I do feel like when you're personal in a diss track, like if you have actual personal information on someone and you paint a story, you give a narrative, I think that that's the best way to approach it, right? Like, so J. Cole, for example, when he was interviewed by Nardwuar, I think is how you say his name, Nardwuar asked him if he had introduced Dr. Dre to Kendrick. And he was like, how did you know that? Like, he was really caught off guard. But that is a personal, right? Like, you could be like, listen, a big part of your career and you getting in the right spot and stuff was because I introduced you to Dre. He could elaborate that in a certain way on a diss track that's very personal. And it kind of almost makes it seem like I'm responsible for you. You know what I'm saying? There was also the situation where Diddy got into it with Kendrick at a event or party or something like that. And J. Cole actually stepped in. And that was the reason why him and Diddy had a little scuffle, supposedly. So he could also be like, I'm like big brother. Like big bro had to step in and help you out kind of thing. Right. So there's personals that he would have that he could use against Kendrick. Whereas, yes, like having double, triple entendres and saying things that like are just complex bars are dope. To me, it doesn't hit as much as you talking about some shit that's real. And then you can also paint a picture, right? Like maybe him stepping in for Kendrick didn't mean that Kendrick couldn't handle himself, but he can paint that narrative. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be like a complete lie because it's around a real situation, but you can paint it in a way where people are going to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like for those of you guys that have watched me a long time, like I did a diss against Dax. Some people may have no idea who Dax is. Some of you may know, but not know about the diss tracks and stuff. He dissed a bunch of us. We dissed him back. And in my diss, like I took his real name and I had this whole narrative about how, his parents may be upset with it. Like, and it just, it hit because, right, it was based on some things that he'd said in some songs, but I elaborated on it more and it wasn't complete facts because I don't know the man that seriously, but it works, right? Because you're like, yo, I know that this is real because I've heard his song and then I paint more picture to it and it hits in a certain way. The same with how I had a line where I was like, you basically R. Kelly before the court case or some shit like that. And in the lines leading up to it, I took examples of what he said that he's done with fans, taking pictures with them and shit like that. And I painted a certain picture of him shaking hands with his fans and meeting them. And a lot of his fans at the time seemed like they were young. And so I built it into this bar that had people actually DMing me like, yo, is he really like R. Kelly? Like people actually believed it because you took a few situations that were real and you built a narrative around it. So I think that that's the best way to go about a diss track personally. Obviously everyone can have their own opinion, but I feel like J. Cole could do that so well. And it's another thing that I think that Drake can do. As much as people don't like Drake, Drake is really good, strong vocabulary. He can paint a picture and go a certain way with his bars that I think are really, really dope. But then what made him lose the battle with Pusha T? Personals, right? Pusha T had the whole personal about him having a baby and shit like that and him hiding it. And that was why everyone was like, oh shit. Because of what? The personals. So that's where you got to understand the personals, they win battles. Personals win battles. Complex bars, dope punchlines like that are really cool, but it doesn't win a battle against real shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. But anyways, J. Cole, this was fire. I feel like this was a little bit of a flex. There's no guarantee that he would be great at diss tracks because I haven't heard one yet. I have to listen to this Kanye thing, but I feel like he's built in a way as a rapper that he could do it. So anyways, long-winded, but appreciate you guys that are still here. Let me know what else you guys want to hear, and I will catch you in the next one, homies.